Alright you guys, so we are back for another great adventure. Today we're actually right here at the Dug Gap Battle Park. This battle occurred on May 8th, 1864. If you see right there, there's a plaque right there that talks about these walls that the Confederates built in defense of the Union coming up the mountain. And there's also reports that the Confederate soldiers was also throwing down boulders on top of the Federals. So they were here in Dalton around the Rocky Face Ridge area from May 7th to the 13th, where they eventually went to Snake Creek Gap, which is a little gap going towards Resaca. And over that way, that's when they went into Resaca and battled there from May 13th through the 14th. Right across the street there, they have the marker that talks a little bit more about the gap. So I hope that you guys will enjoy this video. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Love you guys. Talk to you guys again soon. Alright you guys, so we're going to walk over here to this marker. Alright, and as I was saying before, here is where we are right here. This is the battle that took place on May 8th, 1864. And here's the map. One of the Confederate lieutenant generals here was William J. Hardee, and then Union Private Charles W. McKay of the 154th New York Volunteer Infantry Regiment, as well as Union Brigade General John W. Gary, as well as John J. Warren Gisbury. And right here is the rock wall that was actually built by the Confederates in an attempt to defend the Dug Gap from the Union coming up the battlefield. William T. Sherman and his army near Dalton was made toward Snake Creek Gap to the southeast to draw attention away from the effort of other Federal troops attempt to cross Rocky Face Ridge at various passes, including at Dug Gap. So we're going to actually take a moment and walk up this road right here, and once we get to the top, we'll check back in with you guys. Hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Once again, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Alright you guys, so we are coming up on some of the boulders here.
Oh goodness.
Huh?
Well, hello. Good. Why is there chairs in there?
I don't know. I don't have any idea why there's a chair sitting there.
Oh wow, look at that.
That is. So this is where some of that intense fighting of Dug Gap occurred on May 8th. And then just down the road a little bit is the Mill Creek Gap battle scene as well, which at the same time that there was a battle going on here at Dug Gap, there was another unit of the Union Army that was having intense firing and action occurring over there at Mill Creek Gap. So there was a lot of intense fighting that went on here, and it lasted from May 7th to May 13th, up until the point that Sherman was able to get into Resaca. Also, a little note about Resaca. Everybody mark your calendar if you guys are in the Resaca area on May 20th and the 22nd. The town of Resaca, as well as many great reenactors, are going to be hosting the Battle of Resaca reenactment again. It's going to be a great battle. This year I'm going to be in the reenactment, participating with the 31st Alabama. So I'm super excited about that opportunity. Got a lot of great friends that's going to be there. I got a few in the 18th Georgia that's going to be there, as well as many other ones, even some that's going to be there with the 5th Georgia Cavalry. So shout out to all the good and all my friends out there that are reenactors. I can't wait to see you guys. I can't wait to be in the camp with you guys and being able to enjoy those campfire stories with you guys. It's gonna be a blast. But you know, it's right over here. We got a couple more boulders as well, and I think there's something down here. I think there was a trail right over here, baby. All right, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and make our way down the rocky bit and take it nice and slow. No, I don't know why there was a chair there.
Just for some look like something. I don't know.
I guess it's time out.
What's that over there?
Wow, could you imagine battling right here though?
Yeah. There's a trail right here, it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, here's those walls that they were talking about, all alongside here.
Wow.
Of this battle though, little interesting fact, of this battle, the Union Army suffered about 357 casualties compared to only 50 casualties for the Confederate. So Confederates had a more of advantage when they were entrenched here in Rocky Face, because they had these rocks to be able to protect them from the bullets that was being fired from the Union Army. And a lot of the Union Army actually thought that it was unfair of the advantages that the Confederacy had here at Rocky Face. It's really pretty though.
Yeah, it is. Different looking. Oh, it goes down and up. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, right here, I think it stops.
Does it?
Yeah. Then you just got this little like opening right here. See it?
Oh wow.
It's really pretty though.
Let's see. If I can get a better view.
Huh?
If I can get a better view. Kinda. That's where it stops at?
Yeah.
Oh.
They were all entrenched right up here.
Oh, right in this little area?
Yeah. Unless if that trail over there by the parking lot goes to something else too, we can walk over there.
Okay.
It's the majority of the fight though. Because over there at Mill Creek Gap, at the same time they were fighting here, there was fighting going on over there at Mill Creek Gap.
Really?
Yeah. And then that guy that I was telling you about, George Disney, was with the 4th Kentucky Orphan Brigade, who was actually killed by a random bullet.
Really?
Yeah, during a combat. What do you think, baby?
Right there?
Can you just imagine looking down and like seeing like Union coming up this way?
That's where the Union was coming up at? Oh,
either right here or over there by that road.
How did they get up this hill? Just hauled some butt up there, didn't he? Wow. You know, they had to stumble down. That is impossible. You would think
Unless
so.
if they were coming from that way on the road. I don't know. I had to pull up the map. I had the map. You know?
Yeah. Look at that view.
I may order that thing from the American Battlefield Trust.
Uh-huh.
Because they have a book that you can order that talks about all the maps.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Should...
So I may order that book with the American Battlefield Trust because I got a lot of I talked to them a good bit, so.
Yeah. Alright, let's go across the street and find out what that is.
Yeah, it's like right down here. And then that Mill Creek Gap's right over there. The battlefield itself is over there where that marker is.
Yeah.
But they got a Georgia State Patrol office in there, isn't it?
Oh, well, I guess that's a good thing, but...
And then they got like a big plaque that talks about the Atlanta campaign. Because right here at Doug Gap, the Mill Creek Gap, this was basically the fight that opened the path to Sherman's attempt to go to Atlanta.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is the first mountain to fall. Was Rocky Face. Because you know how they said that Kennesaw was the last battle, or the last mountain to fall.
Yeah.
So, you know they already won in Chattanooga prior to coming here.
Yeah.
It's pretty though.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Different. Oh, okay. There's another little part.
I think this one goes up a little bit more too.
Yeah.
Because there's like a little walkway.
Oh. Let's go.
You can tell they had a rainstorm.
Yeah, I know.
Huh?
Yeah, I see that. Seriously.
Because I put it in too, and Mill Creek Gap's about 7 minutes from right here.
Oh? Oh, that tree got struck by lightning. Look at that thing.
Oh, wow.
Good gracious. Oh, shit.
Little campsite.
Looks like it. Hey, question.
Yeah.
Isn't it usually when trees look like that, when they're bulged like that, that means it's probably been hit by a cannon?
It could.
Yeah?
I mean, a lot of these trees are, if they could speak, they probably have some stories to tell.
Yeah. I'm sure.
I mean, there's a lot of intense fighting that went on here.
Yeah. Oh, wow. How many there?
Well, I think it went in there, but it's blocked off because of all the trees coming down. But I mean, still some beautiful land though.
Should we go over the trees? Hey.
You can tell this is where it is because look, the rocks.
You think we should? You think it's safe enough? Be careful. Oh, crap. Over and under, over.
Yeah, this is another part of it. I remember when I Googled it,
Be careful.
all the rocks right here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's another part of it?
Yeah, I can see the rocks right here.
Hold on, I'm trying to get over there. Oh. Here's a close-up of it.
Yeah. Pretty neat though. But you must have had a real bad storm. But Alright, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and conclude right here because we can't really move much further that way. As you can see, a lot of trees went down during some storms. But I hope that you guys enjoy the video. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Also, we'll be checking out the Mill Creek Gap as well, and we'll be bringing you guys that content as well. Alright, you guys, so we are here at the Mill Creek Gap. As you can see, the Mill Creek Gap, otherwise known as Buzzard Roost. This was the natural gateway through Rocky Face Ridge and was heavily fortified by Confederate forces at Dalton after the retreat from Missionary Ridge. February 25th, 1864, the Federal 14th AC Department attempted to seize the gap but were driven back by Stewart's and Breckinridge Division. At the same time, the gap was aside from Crow Valley, east of Rocky Face, and by Cuffs and Bird's Division, which was repulsed by Hidman's AC. These federal moves were propped by rumors that Johnston's command had reinforced Polk, forcing Sherman's forces at Meldon, Mississippi. So that is some information about Mill Creek Gap. Right over here you have the plaque that will describe the flooded gap in May 1864. The Confederate defenders of Dalton impounded the waters of Mill Creek by a dam in the gap as a measure of defense when federal forces under Sherman assail this opening in Rocky Face Ridge. This temporal lake, together with fortifications and bordering the gap, prevented the seizure by the 14th Army Corps. May 8th, 3 abortive attempts to cut the dam were made by detachments from the 34th Illinois operations of the 14th Army Corps against Mill Creek Gap. May 8th through the 12th served to engage the attention of Dalton's defenders, as did the attacks in Crow Valley, while McPherson's Army of Tennessee seized Snake Creek Gap 14 miles southward. Like I was stating earlier, Snake Creek Gap is right before you get into Resaca. As you can see right here, Rocky Face Ridge lasted from May 8th to the 12th. And then you have the Battle of Resaca, which was May 13th through the 14th. This one talks about a little bit of the defense here at Mill Creek Gap. February 24th, 1864, Stewart's and Breckinridge Division in the Gap repulsed the attacks of the Federal 14th from the northeast, northwest, while Hidman's Corps drove back Curve and Bird's Division in the Crow Valley, east of Rocky Face Ridge and north of the railroad, May 8th through the 9th. So that's a little bit about their defense. Right over here on this plaque, it is to give recognition of a soldier, George Disney. High up on Rocky Face south of the Gap is the lone grave of English-born George Disney, Company K, 4th Kentucky Infantry, Lewis Orphan Brigade, Bates Division, Hidman's Corps. The 4th Kentucky was deployed to form a living telegraph line from base to summit of the ridge at the point where the view commanded federal movements in Open Valley Northwest. Disney at top the ridge was killed by a random bullet February 25th, 1864. He was buried where he fell. Dalton Boy Scouts on a height found the grave and directed by Scoutmaster W.M.M. Sapp Sr. replaced the inscribed heart pine board with a marble marker May 13th, 1912. And I believe that's kind of going up the trail right there as well. So we'll go ahead and walk over there. But before we walk over there, right here is the battle phase during the Atlanta campaign. So right here is your Mill Creek Gap, and then your Western and Atlantic Railroad, which is also located where Tunnel Hill is. Then you have Doug Gap. So here's your gap right here, and this is Rocky Face Mountain. The Confederates withdrew to Resaca when the Federal flanked. The movement threatens their rear. The Western Atlantic Railroad is over there in Tunnel Hill. They're going to be doing a reenactment of that battle as well, September 9th through the 11th. So make sure you guys mark your calendars for that as well. But with that, you guys, I'll check back in with you guys here shortly. We're going to start walking up this trail and see if we can try to locate the monument and burial of George Disney.